Welcome, folks. Join us.
I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is.
What a beautiful way to start our service. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever God is, we are. Hello, I'm Bedford Hines, and chairperson for today, and welcome to those who are on YouTube and Facebook, as well as all of you here. It's wonderful to have all of you join us. I wanted to share some thoughts. I'm in the midst of getting some continuing education credit, which I have to do every 30 hours every couple of years. And I'm taking an online course. I'm very thankful that one of the things that COVID allowed was much more able to be done online. This one happens to be a course in an area that's really the cutting edge of therapy. And it's on psychedelics. Johns Hopkins, Harvard, many well-known universities are studying the effects of psychedelics on healing. Two stand out right now. There are maybe 12, 15 different psychedelics that they're working with, but two stand out. One, if had the common name is ecstasy, MDMA, is very powerful for helping post-traumatic stress disorder. And another one, psilocybin, commonly coming from mushrooms, is very effective for treatment-resistant depression, which is really neat that these age-old substances that have been used for centuries by certain indigenous people have really therapeutic and very valuable resources, and now we're just really getting at it. So it's fascinating to me, and not something I would ever do with clients. I won't be trained that way, but it's nice to know that that kind of thing exists and could maybe be referred to somebody who does have that specialty. Well, one of the outstanding characteristics of people who have undergone a psilocybin, for instance, dosage in a very controlled way, with a couple of people acting as anchors, and is that they are encountering the awesome truth that we know in unity, but we don't necessarily viscerally experience it. They're viscerally experiencing it. They're really getting into it. They come out of that, and it's like a near-death experience, saying, oh my gosh, now I know what love really is. Now I know what unity really is. I'm experiencing that, and it doesn't leave them. They come out of it. So that is what we are affirming all the time. It's just that those who have experienced it have a way of relating it to us that's very meaningful and very validating for what we claim. So I'm going to go from that to read the top 10 things dead people want to tell us. Because I think those things that dead people want to tell us parallel what those who are coming out from trips are experiencing. So, here are the top 10 things dead people want to tell us. They're not dead. They're sorry for any pain they caused. There's no such thing as a devil or hell. They were ready to go when they went. You're not ready. They finally understand what they were missing. Nothing can prepare you for the beauty of the moment you arrive. And again, I think that's paralleling what those on trips on psilocybin are experiencing too. Don't try to understand this now, but life is exceedingly fair. We wrestle with that, don't we? I know I do. How can it be fair when we can see all kinds of yucky stuff happening? But the dead know. Don't try to understand this, but life is exceedingly fair. And number 9, your pets are as crazy, brilliant, and loving here as they were there. And number 10, life really is all about love. That we are grasped in an eternal embrace, no matter what. And that embrace can never be lost. But it's not just loving those who love you. We need to radiate the same love that we are grasped with to everyone and everything. That's what dead people want us to know. So, let us go on from there. And together, let's recite and affirm our vision. A world powerfully transformed through shared spiritual awakening. And our mission together, advancing the movement of spiritual awakening and transformation through unity, a positive path for spiritual living. And our values together, abundance, acceptance, community, diversity, integrity, joy, and love. And we celebrate our children with this affirmation together. Unity of Appleton sees the divinity in all children and nurtures their unfolding spirituality. This daily word that I'll read for now has that statement, God and I are one, which is simply another way of affirming what I've been sharing this morning and what you know, that we are one. We are one in that love. So it's entitled, Faith. I carry my faith in God with me throughout the day. I keep my faith at the forefront of my awareness, taking a few minutes in the morning to pause, breathe deeply, and place my awareness on the presence of God. I feel energized and strengthened. I expect all good things. As the day progresses, I pause again for a moment or two and affirm, God and I are one. I have faith that God, my source, is with me in everything I think, say, and do. At night, I look back on the events of the day and savor the moments in which God's presence felt especially strong. I have faith that awakening from a restful night's sleep, hearing a kind remark, enjoying time in nature, or spending quality time with a loved one are ways to feel the presence of God within and all around me. And from the First Chronicles in the Old Testament, and they shall stand every morning, thanking and praising the Lord, and likewise at evening. So please join with me in reciting what faith is. I carry my faith in God with me throughout the day.
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you reason you live is living every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things.
So while she is walking up here, it has been a while since we have seen the lovely Cheryl Davis McKernan. We're so happy to see her with us again. When she emailed me earlier this week, she emailed me the title of her message, right? And I was like, oh, that's going to be really good. So please welcome Cheryl Davis McKernan with us again.
Thank you, Paige. So good to be here. Good morning. Happy almost end of February. Yes, it has been. It's been a long time since I was here. I left to visit my kids. They still live in California, where they're from, where I lived for a couple of decades. And it was a great trip. I was able to see a couple of friends. The weather was cool, but beautiful. Visited my friends up in the mountains, and we got dumped on with snow. We got snowed in. So that was fun. So I still had snow there, like here. And my husband and I always talk about how blessed we are to have discovered Appleton, because this is where we belong. This is our home. We just took us a while to get here. And here is how I want you guys to know how cool Appleton is. And I observed this a couple of other times flying, okay? Coming home, San Diego to Chicago, there was a brief layover there, supposed to be a brief layover there. And as I looked out at the rain falling that turned into these gorgeous big fluffy flakes that got bigger and bigger, and that 45-minute layover turned into 9 hours. And, flights were being canceled, but ours, they just kept rescheduling. Well, we were at the gate that there was our, what's it called, the person that takes your tickets, the gate person. Right next to them was the customer service person. And so there were hundreds of people in that line, and there was, some language that you don't ordinarily hear. People were really upset, except for the few dozen folks who were waiting for the little tiny plane to take us from Chicago up here to Appleton. Everyone was sitting there very peacefully, making friends with each other. Where'd you come from? Oh, that's cool. Reading books, going and getting other people, do you want some coffee? This sort of thing. We weren't told how long the delay was going to be. It just kept saying, 30 more minutes, 30 more minutes. They did that 18 times. But the Appleton people were so sweet and so cool and just so gracious to the airport staff who was there. It was awesome. It's like, I'm so happy to be part of this community, because Appleton is what Unity believes. I mean, I think maybe that's why we have a great-sized congregation here, but I'm wondering why this place doesn't have 1,000 people in it is because you represent the best of the best town in the country. And I mean that sincerely. And since I've been home, I've been dealing with some health issues. And having been in Unity most of my life, well, I've been in it most of my life, but really practicing a lot of those years, I've been beating myself up because I have an autoimmune disease. And I thought, okay, this shouldn't happen. If I'm really practicing these principles, how is this possible? Well, there's more to that. And I loved, Bedford, thank you so much for your opening words, because it segues perfectly in what I'm going to talk about. The top 10 things that dead people want you to know, right? That they're us, we're them. They're right here, we just can't see them, right? So focusing on my personal health, there have been a lot of opportunities to go beyond just the physical body. There have been opportunities for stories that are generational stories that have been passed down from our family of origin. So it's a different type of healing. So not just the physical healing, but the emotional body that we have also. So our physical body and our emotional body. Last week, a couple of weeks ago, was the Super Bowl. And who won the Super Bowl? Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you. That's my boy. My husband was born in Kansas City. His lifelong team has been the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they won the Super Bowl in 2020. The last time they won before that was, anybody know? 50 years before that. He was a little boy. So all those years of being teased that he was a Chiefs fan and they're so bad, I can top them. I'm from Detroit. I'll just leave it at that. So there was a parade the Wednesday after the Super Bowl, and the big rally at the end didn't end well. There was a shooting, and it really affected my husband and I. Here was this great time of jubilation, and it ended because a couple of people looked at each other, and one guy didn't like the way that the other guy looked at him. And so he shot him, which caused several people to pull their guns out. And you guys know the result of that. And both my husband and I, it brought up so many issues, depression, honestly, that the health of our own nation is suffering right now. And what can I do about that? My affirmations aren't enough. I'm not enough, is how I felt. But yeah, I am, and so are you. Health is a state of peace, right? So if you look at disease as dis-ease, right? So the ease is health. The ease is peace. In a meditation, these words I heard very clearly. No peace until love. No love until forgiveness. No forgiveness until joy. No joy until peace. No peace until love. No love until forgiveness. No forgiveness until joy. No joy until peace. And so on, and so on, and so on. This isn't a one-time deal. It's not a pill that we take and everything will go away. It's not one affirmation that we say and everything will instantly change. It's every breath we take, every move we make. It's all of us. It's whole. It's physical and emotional and our mental well-beings. I was very honored, and I believe I've mentioned this before, but several years ago I was at a Unity Ministers Conference in California, and I met this wonderful woman who was there. Her name is Scarlett Lewis. Scarlett's son was one of the children who died tragically at Sandy Hook. And the other parents were they wanted to get this individual who killed him. And the children, and this woman instead saw a message when she went back into her house several weeks later, there was a message written by her son on the chalkboard. And in his, 6-year-old spelling, it was kindness, forgiveness, love. And so she was guided to create the Jesse Lewis Choose Love movement. And initially, 10 years ago, it was created to help educate children to know that they have a choice. They are not bad. They are loved. They are loving. Everyone loves them. They are loved, loving. And they made a bad choice. And if that moment when a child makes a bad choice, we can hug them because they're not a bad person. They made a bad choice. But if a child doesn't get that love, that positive reinforcement, it results in acts of, when I get annoyed, I'm going to act out in a very harmful way. So now the Choose Love movement has grown beyond classrooms. Those of you who watch football and other sports will notice at the back of a lot of football players' helmets the phrase, choose love. That comes as a result of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis and his mom's organization. It's improved the culture of our country, and yes, we need to do more. There are positive things that are happening in our world, making our planet a healthier and safer place. Rather than listening to the news, I reminded myself, remember the good things, remember the good people who were there and who helped, and wherever we are, there's always the helpers, always the good people. We have within us 3 minds. We have our thinking mind in our brain, and those of you who are familiar with chakras, we also have a mind in our heart center, and then another mind in, that thing that we call trust your gut? It's in your solar plexus area. And you'll know that. It's your intuition. You've all experienced that. You felt something in your gut and it's like, I'm trusting that. Or, I don't know. And then how do things turn out? So those 3 minds. And is anybody here done any work with chakras or know what those are? Okay, so quite a few of you. For those who don't know, chakras are energy bodies within our body. Okay, we have 7 in-body chakras and multitudes that are outside of our body. But just working with those chakras for healing is very, very powerful. So yes, trust those doctors. Thank God we have those doctors who can diagnose things that are wrong with our physical body. And there's surgeries and there's treatments and all kinds of wonderful things. There's holistic practitioners that can help us with those things and beyond. There's movement exercises. Again, for our physical, for our mental, for our emotional well-being. But working with those chakras, the solar plexus is this area, and there's also a backside. So if you picture your spine, there's a backside to your chakra system that most people don't really think about. So if you picture a cone, like a ice cream cone, and you have one coming in the back and you have one coming in the front, those need to turn together and be activated. And the backside is stuff that happens to us. It's our past. It's behind us. And we want to, as humans, we want to say, okay, well, that happened a long time ago. I'm going to forgive and forget and blah, blah, all that great stuff. We say our affirmations and we're like, yay, I'm done. I've forgiven this person, I've moved on. And then 6 months later, it's like, there was that thing that he did, or that one time that she, whatever, that's the reason. That's why I act the way that I am. That's what happens. That's where this hurt came from. Yeah, we didn't really clear everything out, right? Because that backside was kind of stuffed with those feelings. So for that to clear out, and I won't go into the whole thing, that could be a complete full day exercise on how to go through this process, but just knowing that your solar plexus is very, very important. If we keep it clean and clear and moving, it will help guide us as one of our minds. So we focus on the solar plexus. It has a color related to it. It's yellow, golden yellow. If we bring that up and we think about, okay, these things that are bothering us, we bring that up to our heart center. And you know that. In Unity, we often talk about focusing on your heart, bring your attention during meditation to your heart center. And that's simply your chest area, front side, back side. The back side might be carrying old wounds. Let's just put it that way. All of our chakras on the back can carry old wounds, things that people said to you that hurt your feelings. Okay, this goes way back. I know we have at least one massage therapist here. I don't know if there's any others, but I know through body work, a lot of people don't know why, but somebody will be working on their back and they will just start to cry. They don't know why. It's just like these tears, this emotions just pour from them. And that's because it's just these held woundings. They don't need to be brought to the forefront of our minds. They're there, they're in our body, and it's okay just to release them. From the heart, so we start solar plexus, we go up to our heart, and then within our brain there's the pineal gland. And if we can see that, the light of Christ coming through the top of our heads into that third eye chakra, and healing that, and the wisdom of the divine Christ coming through, combined with our heart, love, back down to the solar plexus, that gut feeling. And if we go through these chakras, I'm way oversimplifying this, but I've been working on this, and it's brought up physical effects that need to be let go. It's brought up emotions. And what it's also done is brought up, welcomed, maybe if I look at it that way, family of origin dramas my mom passed away 3 years ago, and it's been chaos ever since with my siblings, and now that's expanded to my cousins. And it's stuff that I wasn't expecting. I thought this was all healed. I've done my inner work. I've done all of this. I've done my forgiving. Darn it. And here it is. as I'm working through all of this. And so initially I thought, okay, why? I'm doing all this work. This stuff should already be gone. No, it's just reminding us. You know, you've heard that analogy and metaphor of the onion skins. You just keep peeling back the onion, right? There's more. There's always more, because we are these spiritual beings having a human experience. We all are. We're all still human. We haven't yet become one of the dead people. We haven't realized that life is exceedingly fair. I wrote that down. Life is exceedingly fair. Because we're human, we don't realize that. What we do know and need to remember is life really is all about love. It's really all about love. So, there is no peace until love. There is no love until forgiveness. There's no forgiveness until joy. There's no joy until peace. But right now, there's no love until forgiveness. Forgiveness comes in each of these places. It's the feeling of forgiveness of the other person. Insert person here. And it's also about the forgiveness of us, not only in that situation, because we did play a part of it. We were willing, we signed up for this on some other level, that we are needed to forgive ourselves in that experience, that human connection we had with this other human, who's really a spiritual being having a human experience. There's a magical power. It's a magical power that exists, that creates, have you ever had a mushroom experience? Okay, that psilocybin experience through meditation, through experiencing great joy with children, looking at in the eyes of a newborn baby, cuddling a puppy or a kitten, just pureness, that bliss that's there, because there's nothing else. That's what we have inside of us. We just forget because we signed up for this human course, this 30 credit units. That's all we're doing, man. This is just 30 credit units. So I make peace within myself. I forgive myself. Then I forgive the other person involved. Because the only thing that's keeping us from each other is our personalities, right? It's just these clothes, this garb that we put on when we entered this existence. I develop kindness and forgiveness towards myself. That makes me kind and forgiving. There is no such thing as guilt. Guilt is simply an emotion. Yes, we have emotions. We're human. It's part of being a human. We're here to experience all these emotions. We're not here to hold on to all of those emotions, because that's what gets stuck on that backside. We're going to clear these out. We allow them to dissipate, and we leave them alone. There's no reason to go back to them, to recall them. It's not necessary. So whatever arises, and I'm talking about like in our meditation time, whatever comes up, pops into your mind, notice it, but just leave it alone. Don't engage with it. Don't analyze it. You're just conditioned to do that. That's all. It's part of our human conditioning. We want to look at it and find out what the problem is. We don't need to do that. Notice it fading away. Understand what it is and what its purpose is. Forgive it. Forget the person. Forgive yourself. Walk away. Be wiser. Be kind to yourself. And remember, the past is over. It's done. Don't believe your thoughts. They're not the truth. How many of you had parents who said, don't hang out with the bad kids? Don't have bad friends. Well, what do you think your thoughts are? They're the bad kids. You're not going to hang out with them. Let them go. Yeah, they're there. They're fine for somebody else. You don't need them. Sit alone. Sit in nature. Watch whatever this, what can we call this? It's not winter, it's not spring. It's sprinter. Watch Sprinter. See what's happening. The birds are coming back and things are starting to turn green already. And you know we're going to have some more snow. Live in this. It's kind of interesting to observe it. Listen it, feel it. Remember a loving attitude towards it. And just let yourself be. See what happens. You're allowed to let the past go. You're allowed to forgive yourself for hurting yourself. You're allowed to forgive others for hurting you. And we simply forget to do this because we're giving the capacity to choose. So again, I go back to the Jesse Lewis Foundation. Choose. We choose love. We choose love. So I have the courage today, the willingness and the ability to work through these obstacles. I have the gratitude of mind and the ability to be thankful, even though these things in life are challenging. And I forgive. I choose to let go of anger and resentment towards you, towards myself, towards them. I surrender thoughts of revenge, and I move forward towards personal power. And then the fourth part of this is compassion in action. Understanding that there is a problem in the suffering of another. It's their stuff, it's their choice. But I have compassion towards that, and I act to solve the problem or alleviate the suffering. These are steps towards leading towards a blissful existence, the magic of forgiveness and the magic of love. Soon I'm going to walk us through a brief meditation, and we'll be doing some of this work on our own. I invite you just to listen to my words, but don't focus on my words. Watch your mind and see where it goes. See if those are your good friends or your bad friends. What are these thoughts that come in? Thank them for being there and then just let them go. And so now I just ask that you make yourselves comfortable. I'm going to focus on breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Take a deep breath and completely fill your lungs. Feel your solar plexus filled with light, with love, with clean, fresh air. As you blow out through your nose, just release everything that led to this moment. Just let it go. The air that was in your lungs is old. It's past. Embrace the presence. Embrace the sounds of a child. Breathe into that. Breathing in, your solar plexus is full of this light and this love. And we bring it up to our heart chakra, our heart center, the center of love. Pure, compassionate, unconditional love. You are love. You are loved. You are loving. Continue watching your breath, filling your solar plexus, bringing it up through your heart chakra, up to your third eye, center of your brain. Bring it up to mind. Pulling in the essence of God through the top of your head, through your crown, expanding your clear eye, your consciousness in your mind, in your brain. Seeing that run down through your heart chakra into that loving center. Colors of green, sparkles of pink. Bringing that further down to your solar plexus. It's running clean and clear. You know what to do using your three minds. Any thoughts that come in, just notice them and let them go. They're the past. To your three minds, to your physical body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body, I'll say these affirmations on your behalf. I am allowing myself to forgive anyone who's ever hurt me. I am allowing divine healing light through me. I am forgiving others. I am forgiving myself. I am releasing all past pain and hurt that others or myself may have caused. I am letting go of any painful memories or feelings that no longer serve me. I am one with the divine. I am forgiving. I am forgiven. There is peace because there is love. There is love because there is forgiveness. There is forgiveness because there is joy. There is joy because there is peace. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, Heavenly Spirit, the divine, for this moment, for this present moment of peace, of love, of joy, and of forgiveness. We stand in gratitude. And so it is. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, and indeed, as so it is. All is good. Now we are in a time of affirmative prayer, and as we go into that, I also want to remind everyone that there is a prayer team available if anybody would like prayer personally after a service. Typically use the back room back there. Just ask one of the prayer team members, and for those that are on the team, would you stand up or raise your hand? And there are some that are acknowledged. Thank you. So the prayer is readily available in person, but also the prayer box back there. If you would like to have your concern be offered in prayer by the prayer team and is sent on to Silent Unity to be prayed on for 30 days, please put it in the prayer box. So let us join in this healing prayer together. I am love, I am health, I am peace. I deserve to be loved, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be healthy. I am a child of God. I deserve nothing less. Today I accept my healing of body, mind, and spirit. I forgive myself for the mistakes I made without forgetting any, because I am not guilty of anything. I could not act any other way in those moments. I forgive all the people for whom I felt anger. I accept them because they could not be as I wanted. I release them, and I free myself from the resentment forever. I cancel the past and the present to free my future. I deserve to enjoy the love of my loved ones. I stop judging myself and judging others forever. I now release all my pain, my mistakes, and my illness, so Spirit can transform it into health, love, joy, and peace. I accept everything as it is now and with patience to begin to finally heal. God, you are in me, and I am in you. By your divine power and love within me, I decide to heal my body, my mind, and my soul. I open my heart to your pure love that surrounds me, with its radiant light revitalizing every cell of my body. Every negative thought becomes positive, recreating myself in a new life full of love and joy. I will share this love with all, communicating everything I feel. I wish to heal with all my heart and then to help others, thus fulfilling my mission of love and communication of love in this life. Thank you, universe, that already is. And so it is. Amen. Now we move from prayer to our affirmation of prosperity. This is a time when those of us who feel unity of Appleton is our spiritual home practice putting spirit first in our financial life. This practice prospers the spiritual community we love and supports our own spiritual growth and prosperity. Please give whatever amount your spirit guides you to give, whether it is in person or electronically. Whatever that amount is, take that gift into your heart, bless it with your love. Feel free to bless the plate as it passes by. Let yourself feel grateful to God in you as your one source. Then please join in our affirmation of prosperity. Together, unity of Appleton is alive with the energy of spirit, in the flow of divine abundance, and radiant with unlimited possibilities. And together we celebrate giving and receiving with this affirmation. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I joyfully give and willingly receive. I give in love, and I trust God as my source.
down. If you get lost, you will always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you will always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
We know we are creatures of joy, hope, love, forgiveness, and peace. So we know we're not alone. We know we're at home because all that is our reality. And these gifts express that reality. And so it is. Amen.
Now, because Beverly's here, I think we should say this, right?
Sure.
Announcements.
Announcements. Thank you. We had a great annual meeting last Sunday. Thanks to all who participated in this important gathering. We celebrated 2023 and set our intentions for 2024. Please welcome our new board. They would stand too, that would be nice. Jay Keel, Tom Dusterhoff, Kay Gunter, Marge Krause, and Julie Thornell. Thank you all. Glove Drive. A huge thank you to all who donated the glove drive and to Deb for bringing the gloves to the pillars. Thank you, Deb, and thanks for everybody who brought gloves. We have a place for your name. Chairpersons and greeters can now sign up for the next 3 months. Please volunteer for as many Sundays as you can. Sign-up sheets are at the Connect and Serve table. Try it out. It's great to see new faces. Yes, we encourage all of you who would like to serve as chairperson or greeters. A new book study coming in March on Course in Miracles. Fridays at 1 to 2 p.m. at Unity starting March 8th. A sign-up sheet is on the Connect and Serve table. If you have any questions, ask Karen. Upcoming Drum Wash Reiki event with Sarah Kasperson. Tuesday, March 19th, 6 to 7 p.m. Save that date. And let's stand and sing together with gusto the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
So we had this, whoa, hello. When we had this scheduled for today, we were hoping it was going to be a gorgeous, sunshiny day, and it is. Yay.
I used to think that I was worthless and riddled with sin. That God was there somewhere outside me, not somewhere within. Then I found a new way of thinking, and it changed my mind. Now I know we're all part of God and have been for all time. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Unity teaches we've all got 12 powers of mind. Faith, strength, and imagination, we've got all the time. Wisdom, truth, and understanding lives in you and me. And love is the power that binds us as a family. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Walking on sunshine. Walking on sunshine. I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel the love that's really real. I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel the love that's really real. I'm a sunshine baby, oh. I'm a sunshine baby, oh. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. And don't it feel good? And don't it feel good? And don't it feel good? And don't it feel good?
Don't it feel good, huh? All right. Well, thank you very much for your message this morning.